Hey, how you doing? I'm bored, so I'm gonna make a video. I think today we're gonna discuss famous expressions, and what I mean by that is like the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. This expression people use. Grass is always greener on the other side of the fence, but I can honestly say I've never really noticed much about this actually happening in real life. In a literal sense, I'm talking. Unless, of course, maybe you live next door to a golf course and there's a fence in between you. This doesn't happen too often. The grass on the other side of the fence is usually just as green as yours. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Now, in a literal sense, I don't often see birds in bushes. I usually see them in trees. So actually, I think a bird in the hand is probably worth more than two in the bush, because birds generally aren't in bushes. That's my take on that one. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Well, why are you leading him to the river, or to water, or to wherever the water is there? No, you can't force him to drink, but then again, you can't force really anyone to drink. I mean, I guess you can, but I think there probably is a way you could force a horse to drink. You risk life and limb, but it can be done. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Seems kind of like a no-brainer to me. I don't understand. What other expressions is there? Let's see. Trying to think of expressions that people use. People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Again, probably seems like a no-brainer to me. You could probably throw stones in a glass house if you weren't throwing them through the windows. Granted, there's always a risk you could break it, but if you were aiming at something that wasn't glass, you could probably throw rocks in a glass house. Or stones, as it were. I don't know. There's a lot of expressions. You know, it's like when people come into your house, you leave the door open, people say, what do you live in a barn? What makes you think people that live in a barn would leave the door open? Personally, if I lived inside the barn, which I can't see myself ever doing, but if I were to live in a barn, I would probably close the door. Unless, of course, it's a hot day and I want some air. Because a lot of barns don't have electricity. Speaking of old school barns, the traditional barn. They might have electricity. Maybe I'll have a fan, in which case I don't need to open the door. But if it's a nice day, maybe I'll leave the door open. Who the fuck are you to tell me I can't leave the door open? But anyway, that's pretty much of a stereotype and prejudice to say, what do you live in a barn? Because I don't think people who live in barns always leave their doors open. I just don't. But then again, I've never met anyone who lived in a barn. This video means absolutely nothing. I'm wasting your time. If you cannot tell, I just told you. Okay? If at first you don't succeed, try again. This could also be the definition of insanity, which they say means doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. There should be something in that saying that tells you to try something different, not just continually try. That's all I got right now. You know what? I just wanted to waste like 5 minutes of your life. And I did that. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.